think we will go with our next speaker. We have Professor Dr. Ahmed Ismail, sir. I think this panel has three people. One we have engineering professor, one we have like science professor, and another we have a management. So we have Dr. Ahmed Ismail, sir. To say about him, like Ismail sir works with the Department of Science and Technology of the Government of India in the development of module on vermicomposting as a sustainable ecological practice for children. He also conducted a pressure projects for the Environment and Forest Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, state for implementing vermicomposting in 50 schools in Chennai, and delivered several lectures more than 200 schools in India and abroad on environmental awareness, solid waste management, and vermicomposting. He is currently working with Consumer Association of Penang, that is CAP, in an effort to promote awareness of organic farming, vermitech, and waste management to education institutions and organic farmers of Malaysia. His other area research is on the anti-inflammatory properties of earthworms, the ultrastructure of the perennial status of earthworm, and the electrical bioluminescence of earthworm. He has received so many awards for his wonderful work, and he was also a professor working in New College as a head for Department of Biotechnology. So thank you so much for your presence for this webinar conference on India Behind Vision 2020, Challenges and Opportunity on the Education. So it's over to Professor Sultan Ismail, sir. Sir, over to you.
Vanakkam. I'm happy to share my information today, but I would like to be introduced as a teacher. I have been teaching for 45 years, and this is my 46th year of teaching. And I would also like to say that I have been a member of the curriculum committee, which revised the entire syllabus. And I would like to bring to the notice of Mr. Vishwanathan that the government of Tamil Nadu has revised the entire syllabus for all the classes last year, and the first batch with the revised syllabus are appearing for their examinations +2. So the syllabus has been revised. What I would like to tell you is, as far as our education system is concerned, we come from a different background where we have a sort of a system where there is some sort of a coaching at home and there is a sort of a formal education that we send to schools. Our school system, the previous syllabus, which was not revised for a long time, there was a lot of complaint that our children are not able to successfully appear for competitive examinations because the weightage of volume of syllabus was not enough. Yes, in fact, even when I used to talk to children, school children, I used to tell them that children from state board, please read CBSE books if you want to appear for competitive examinations. Today, with all pride and honor, I can tell that even CBSE students should read state government books if they want to pass competitive examinations. I would be, in fact, I would tell with all pride that the government of Tamil Nadu books today are the best books in the country. In fact, we went very high even before the NCERT could do. And I would like to bring it to your notice that it's only the government of Tamil Nadu books which have QR codes in them, and children have to just flash their smartphones to reach videos concerning every chapter. That's the new books of Tamil Nadu government. And they have come in Tamil as well as in English and also some other vernacular languages. Yes, we have a problem. When we wanted to write these books, we had the rural children also in mind and also the city children in mind. Now we have to create a balance. So we had referred, I was asked to talk about school education and not a higher education. So I'm concentrating on school education because that's what Mr. Dawood wanted me to talk about. Now, we had compared syllabus from Finland, from Singapore, from ICSE, from CBSE, and from our state, and then formulated a syllabus which would give weightage for our children. Yes, competitive exams is a must, but we have a sizable population of rural children. We have wonderful persons like Ilongo seated over there who is going to talk later about how he improved his own village. Now, when you start looking at those concentrations on how to improve the syllabus, we created a balance. And luckily, last year's NEET examination, 99% of the answers are available in state government books. That's a great achievement which you could make. But I have a sort of a question to ask. We always have been thinking about NEET, about IITG. And all the people who spoke, the panel before us, the doctors, were praising the medical fraternity that they have done a wonderful job of saving the populations of this country. And all these wonderful doctors did not pass NEET. Did not pass NEET. Their school marks were the ones which gave them the medical seat. And these children or doctors are the ones who are at the forefront today. Not a single NEET doctor who is there now who is practicing and saving the lives of people. So NEET is only an examination to evaluate the child. But why should we not evaluate the child who has gone through all this education for so many years? For so many years of education. So when you start looking at it, I should appreciate and thank the government of Tamil Nadu for taking this step, especially the education minister. And I heard when the previous speaker was speaking that there is interference by the government. As a committee member, one of the 8 members who revised the entire syllabus, not a single time, no government official interfered with our work. We had a wonderful system with the SCRT, and thanks to Mr. Uday Chandran, who was a wonderful officer who was associated with us. The books are beautiful, but today we are facing a problem. We are facing a problem because of the new things which have happened. My question to all the learned people over here is, you people keep blaming school education, saying that we are not able to produce children who are not competent to enter into IIT or into medical seats or into other higher education. Why is it that you select students based on marks? Is there no other yardstick on which higher education can be made? Can't you revise the system of higher education selection points for students? My own example, I'm telling you, sir, I was supposed to be a failure in mathematics. I was so poor in mathematics that I still remember my math teacher taunting me, saying that, now, these were the 2 words which are going into my mind till my 10th standard. In 11th standard, I got a wonderful teacher who started teaching me mathematics. I worked hard for mathematics because I was afraid I will fail in mathematics, and I scored 100% in mathematics. But I scored only 48 in science. I was interested in science. Supposing I apply for any course in a college, the principal will say, you have got 100 in maths, you study maths. No, I was not interested in maths. I was afraid I will fail in maths, so I got 100. I got 48 in science. I was interested in science, probably because I was innovative in my writings, which was not there in the key of evaluation given for the examiners. So the examiner gave me 48, but my knowledge was more than 48. I preferred science, so I achieved science, and today I'm a scientist, right? So please, can we change that pattern? Higher education, can you select? I even asked Mr. Dr. Ramasamy when he was Vice Chancellor of Agriculture University. I asked him in an open meeting, why don't you, sir, select students based on whether my student can use a spade, a manvetti, a gadapara, and then select a student? Why are you selecting students based on marks to do agriculture, and these students go and join banks after that and work for the bank as officers? Can we change the pattern? Can engineering colleges, medical colleges, all arts and science colleges throw open to the knowledge of the child and select the children? If we really want to have and grow our children, and really, Mr. Vishwanathan, if our children have to go in for lots of research and innovation, we have to change the pattern of admission into higher education. Don't blame the school education. School teachers are doing a wonderful job to whatever possible they're doing. Yes, there are limitations. And today, you see, even for education, school education, please don't mistake me what I'm trying to tell you. Please don't mistake me. I got a report. I got a report saying on the newspapers about how the students should be selected and what they will do during this quarantine period or this COVID classes. How a school child should face this. The expert opinion has been taken from big chancellors of private universities. And the chancellor says that we are able to do this for 45,000 children by laptop. Sir, number pulling a gramathula irukku. If our children in all the rural areas, do we have enough facility? Even connecting on to this, sometimes I fail. I am doing webinars for some college children, but my videos don't work. We don't have enough bandwidth. And how are we able to reach our children? And they are giving new nomenclatures. Physical education classes will be merged with digital classes. Fair enough. Digital classes or any of the technology can only add on to the physical class, but cannot replace a physical teacher in the classroom. It cannot replace a physical teacher in the classroom. And they want to give new nomenclatures. The physical class plus digital class combined will be called as phygital class, PHYGITAL. New nomenclatures, new fee structures, new money, and new things. Education has to reach to the knowledge of the children. And if that is going to happen, I have a feeling that many children, many parents will start reverting for homeschooling with the fear of this. And through homeschooling, they may appear through NIOS, National Institute of Open Schooling. Why not? Why not? Even these children can be somebody in life. We have Mr. Nandakumar, who is the Deputy Commissioner for Income Tax, who passed through NIOS, who is a big officer today. So education is how much knowledge we get. My only request to you is, can we start looking into these infrastructures? Can we, bring in selection patterns which are different? And can we concentrate on vocational streams? Yes, Government of Tamil Nadu has offered vocational streams. Unfortunately, when I speak about vocational streams, some teachers misrepresent, but it is not misrepresentation. We have to give vocational streams because a child after school, whether goes for higher education or not, should be competent to survive. And if a child has to competently survive, some sort of a technical knowledge in hand, some sort of a job in hand, some sort of a quality in hand, which this child can do. And agriculture can be one of them, because I have been working with a lot of farmers over there. Questions have to change because it's going to be online. Please throw open questions, creative questions, analytical questions, bring in analytic questions, bring in practical models. There are wonderful new programs which have been created along with the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Incidentally, I'm chairman for the Scientific Review Committee now over there. We have IRIS program where children can be innovative. Innovation needs to be encouraged. We have to go in for all these changes. Why not we make use of FM radio? Why not we make use of our regular television programs and try to promote knowledge and reach children rather than going through this phygital and digital things? I don't know how we are going to overcome this present situation. Teachers are being taken for granted and they say that teachers can come. Yes, teachers are ready to go. But if you're going to invite a teacher from the red zone, how are we going to invite that teacher? What are the precautions to be taken? If a child is going to come from a red zone, what are the precautions to be taken? And then people immediately say, there's a big classroom, we'll put all the distances will be maintained, children will work. But whenever I think about it, I think that most of the people who are giving their opinions in the press are associated with big digital classrooms, smart classroom schools, and not with rural schools. With rural schools in mind, which is a sizable population of my country, it is better that we start thinking how best can we include the vocational stream and how best we can try to mold our children, prepare them for the next in the future to make our country self-reliant and self-dependent. That is possible, and that was a dream of Professor APJ Abdul Kalam, and I'm sure that most of us who are associated with education will work towards it and see to it that we have a wonderful future and have Professor Kalam's vision achieved. Thanks very much for this opportunity and good luck to all my fellow participants. Thank you.